Hello, friends. So this week, we're gonna do things a little differently on the TV show because, you know, it's nice to spice things up every now and then. So I'm gonna break down everything that happened on this week's The Bachelorette because it was weird and intense and funny and WTF worthy, and we just have a whole lot to talk about, okay? Hey, you guys, I'm your host, Sierra McVeigh, and this is the TV show. All right, so I feel like there's no better place to start than with Ian, aka the most humble, attractive, smartest, deepest guy in Bachelor history. Now, while I am so happy that he walked away from the show, you know what my favorite part was? After he was going on and on about how deep and meaningful he is, he got in the car and said this.
I feel like I'm destined to be the Bachelor and destined to find love on this show. If I was made Bachelor, I think they would come out of the woodworks, man. I think they'd be like, oh, I want to go out with that guy. He's so deep. Oh, man, I need to have some sex.
Yeah, can we please start a petition to have him not be the next Bachelor? Who's with me? Okay, so let's move on to that weird eulogy scene in Dublin because, as our own Chelsea Briggs would say, WTF? Okay, so the producers of the show were really stretching with this one by making the guys pretend that Kaitlyn was dead, and then they had to say their goodbyes to her. Okay, just let that sink in for a minute. So weird, right? But Shawn, who is 100% anti-Nick, probably had the best speech of them all.
Kaitlyn, I was absolutely devastated when I heard you took your own life, but I understand. I would have done the same exact thing if I had to spend the entire day with Nick yesterday.
Oh man, I love it. Can we cheers to that? Cheers to that, baby.
Okay, so let's talk about the biggest moment from this episode, and I kind of have a feeling you guys already know what I'm gonna say because it seems to be the only thing that people can talk about this week, and that's Kaitlyn and Nick. First off, can I just say that making out and having your hands all over each other while you're in a church felt a little strange? Get a room, you two. Oh wait, they did. So Kaitlyn and Nick had sex and the world flipped out over it. Look, you guys, I'm gonna get real for a sec. It's not the fact that they hooked up that bothers me, even though I really don't like Nick. In my opinion, it's her body, her decision. She can do whatever she wants and there shouldn't be any shame in that. And all this negative, horrible backlash that she's getting just isn't cool. But I will say it was the lack of consideration for the other guys that bothered me. But look, Kaitlyn admitted that. That's something she was worried about too. Take a look.
It terrifies me to think that that time alone I had with Nick could ruin my relationships with other guys. I don't want to hurt any of their feelings.
In the end, I still got your back, Kaitlyn. All right, lastly, I want to talk about Shawn because this guy is all over the place, but honestly, I don't really blame him. Okay, so last week he opened up to Kaitlyn, which he never does, and now he feels totally rejected. You guys, those walls are just going right back up.
She came to my room and we stayed there for like 6 or 7 hours on my bed. Wouldn't even sleep. I was with her all night. She said, "You're it." And then we get to the fantasy suite, she bangs 2 other dudes, and then like, not a chance. Like, I can't do that. Trust to me is like the biggest thing ever. No, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna make it. I can't do this anymore. I'm about to cry right now.
But does he actually leave? I mean, did you guys see Kaitlyn's Snapchat last week?
For the past 20 years.
I lapped you. I got 200 points more than you.
Huh, so does this mean that she chooses Shawn? Does this mean that she chose someone else and it didn't work out, so now she's with Shawn? Does it really mean anything at all? You guys, isn't overanalyzing The Bachelorette so much fun? All right, so that's a wrap on The Bachelorette. Now, I wanna know your thoughts on this whole Kaitlyn and Nick hookup. Are you totally against it, or do you really not think it's that big of a deal? Also, what did you think about this episode of the TV show? Do you like me recapping one show more in depth, or do you prefer just the top TV moments, kind of like what we've been doing this whole time? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Hollywire TV, like and favorite this video, and hey, until next week's The TV Show, I'm Sierra McVeigh, and peace out, Girl Scout.